A wonderful way to showcase Women's Origin here in Canberra. The wave of momentum behind the Women's Origin game since its inception in 2018 has, in many ways, surpassed the support for the initial men's concept back in 1980. There was resistance from the clubs back then when Origin started, but from day one, Women's Origin has been embraced. Alana Ferguson, thinking of the 6 players overall making their debuts tonight. Emily Bass and Ivania Polite for Queensland, and 4 for New South Wales, Tonegato, Pearson, Johnston and Koenig.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing those women out on the big stage. It's a huge game for both of these sides, but coming off the back of a really successful NRLW competition, they're in great form, and I think this is, we've spoken about the 4 games that have already happened in State of Origin. I think this game is going to be taken to another level tonight.
The New South Wales halfback there, Rachel Pearson from Wagga Wagga. She's a dragon and she's a star playmaker. Women's Origin 2022. That's the shield. And we've got the great interstate rivalry underway here. And Chelsea Lenarduzzi with the first carry back, and there's some strong aggressive defence. Millie Boyle in there. And Davis and Bent part of that as well. They go hard, and this is intense as footy gets. And the girls taking centre stage here. Now Harden, big strong left edge back rower. And taken well there. There's the first little assignment for Pearson. She'll be targeted by Harden, who is a seasoned campaigner. More strong defence here. Shannon Martor tackled well by Boyle. Away to Aitken and Lenarduzzi again. And she's so hard to stop, Chelsea Lenarduzzi. One of the stars for the Broncos. And Aitken with the first kick of the evening, down the left-hand edge. And Tonegato, they'll need to mark her closely, and Polite down there with Brigginshaw. They'll make the first tackle now. Tiana Penatani driven back. Oh, this is a real Origin start. Plenty of whack into defence. Here's Isabel Kelly with a strong reply. Runs straight over the top of Aitken and played it very quickly. Davis to Pearson with some room to work in. And number 7 takes the tackle just short of the halfway. Davis away to Samaima Taufa. Little gap there. And she stands and offloads. Hannah Southwell now. Good work for the Blues. Samaima Taufa, she's one of the guns. And Kira Dibb now sends a kick up for Upton. Let's just keep an eye on how she's moving. And Tamika at the back there. She took that one okay, and she's tackled just outside of 20. Great to have Darren Lockyer with the sideline. Hello, Lockyer.
Tomo, yeah, great start by both teams. The conditions aren't perfect, really. There's no dew on the ground. It's 10 degrees, feels like 5, but it's pretty pleasant here for Canberra. There is a little bit of a breeze coming from the north, so that will be behind New South Wales in this first 40.
Yes, well, last year's game was a slog. It was 8-6. It was 1 try each. But we've seen in NRL games played here at GIO Stadium recently, a lot of points. So the conditions and the ground in particular is conducive to scoring as Brill runs well up the middle. She was Queensland's try scorer in last year's Origin. She's built low to the ground, but she's all energy and power. Charge down! And Queensland get it back. Lenarduzzi scoops on the loose ball, but there's some intensity about the Blues' work here. Harden whacked. There's Boyle. Oh, she's felt all of that. Talisha Harden. Now Aitken finds a little hole here. Gives it away to Polite, but it's a turnover. And Pearson has mopped up.
They did well to clean that one up, New South Wales. Taryn Aitken, she had a tiny little gap and she took the line on. Expect plenty more of that from her tonight. She's an absolute freak and loves to test those defenders.
Tonegato into acting half, and here's Clydesdale with a great run. The Blues making plenty of yardage. Davis for Boyle ran for a staggering 198 metres per game on average throughout the NRLW competition completed at the start of this year. Now Southwell trailing up in support. They're off Davis, only tackle 4 here. And the Blues well positioned. Pearson. And it goes away to Bent, who looks to offload in the tackle. But the ball's been wrapped up. Mato, the defender there. Tonagato. And away now to Davis, who rolls one towards the in goal. Julia Robinson gets back there, beats one. And she's tackled on her own 10. Plenty of adventurous ball movement early on.
Talisha. Time off, Talisha. Thank you.
So that's from the
Talisha.
collision with Boyle.
Talisha, you got to go for HIA.
That we highlighted, and you can see Talisha Harden says, well, I'm okay, but you don't get a say in this, unfortunately. One of 9 Broncos lining up in Queensland colours this evening. It's a bit like the golden days of Queensland. The Queensland men feel good when they were all Broncos, it seemed.
Yeah, well, the Broncos have dominated the early years of NRLW, and there's no fluke that they dominate their origin team, their state team. But this is really intense early, as we'd expect it to be. It's origin football.
Oh, Bartle runs into some stiff defence there.
Bit of a difference in the way that these two teams are starting their sets. Queensland going to their forwards and their pack early on to get a bit of momentum, but the New South Wales Sky Blues using their outside backs for those first couple of hits and getting pretty good territory, and then their forwards off the back of it.
And they shift here, though. Oh, great tackle, Clydesdale. Oh, Shazolka on the receiving end of a Sky Blue special. And look at this kick here from Brigginshaw from very deep in a half. That's a good result, though. It's bounced awkwardly for Tonagato, but she is a star, Emma Tonagato.
Well, that was like Yasmin Clydesdale that actually watched them train all week and knew where it was going. She was there when the ball arrived. Just went bang. Big tackle.
Played there by the aforementioned Yasmin Clydesdale. Now Kelly. They're finding space up the middle, aren't they? Great offloading too now. Ball on the deck. Bent goes over to retrieve it, and she has maintained possession for the Blues.
There again, both centres in the middle of the field. They're beating them with speed in the middle, not big people. They're beating with their centres that are coming in field and running the ball with their footwork and speed.
There's Millie. She plays it 25 out. Davis sends it left. Kiradib, short ball away. The skipper, Kezi Apps, leads the state for the 4th time tonight. And Davis linking up with Tonagato! She's there! Does she get it down? I don't know if she can hold her up.
Hand over.
What extraordinary defence!
Yeah, saving tries is more important than scoring them, and it happens in Origin a lot. She looks certain to score. That's brilliant defence.
It's Tamika Upton.
Last-ditch effort there, held her up. Queensland are famous for it.
Played by Robinson and Aiken. They send it out wide here. Ivania Polite now. She's one of the brigade that won that Olympic gold medal. That was a Tiana Rastran-Smith, in fact, actually, playing on the same side of the ground. And now Lenarduzzi. Within 8 metres of the halfway. That's a penalty.
They needed that.
Yeah.
They weren't going very far at all. In fact, the last 2 sets, they've actually succumbed to trying to move the ball wide to make some metres. New South Wales have been there to cut them off, but the Maroons needed that penalty. Nearly didn't find touch.
Ooh, it was a wonky old kick.
Great tactics by New South Wales, using those outside backs in and around the forwards in the play the ball area.
Now this is Ivania Polite.
I just wonder if it's a tactic from Queensland to play that power game through the middle while Brittany Bradley-Nardi is in at hooker, and then Lauren Brown, when she comes off the bench, having that combination already with Taryn Aiken, Ali Brigginshaw, Tamika Upton, and using the footy a little bit more once they've tired New South Wales out. But at the moment, you're right, Gus, New South Wales looking very dangerous and making
Tasman
those
Gray, good offload. Brigginshaw dashes for the line. The Blues come in numbers. The Queensland, first time they've seen this end of the ground. Brayley Narty for Mator, and away now to Lenarduzzi. She's so powerful. And Boyle has to come in and make the tackle. They've spent a lot of time together at Brisbane. Brill! Destiny Brill scores the first try.
Well, through the middle, that's their power game. Destiny Brill off the back of a pretty quick play the ball. Queensland have just gone to their strike. They've kept it very simple, changing a couple of little angles here as we see on the Harvey Norman replay. Brittany Brayley, Nardi comes out and then back on the inside. Destiny Brill really challenging that ruck area.
It shows the importance of penalties in Origin football, doesn't it? Queensland was struggling to get out of their own end of the field. New South Wales infringing the ruck, the penalties given, and all of a sudden Queensland looked like a different team. The ball was being moved to the edges, offloads, and then some crafty play around the dummy half area to get the first try. Darren Lockyer.
A big rap to Tamika Upton too. She saved one down the other end that gave them the opportunity. They got the penalty. They got a bit of energy off that, and then a set play here. 2 out, 1 under. Just New South Wales defenders all went left and opened up the gap. And Destiny Brill, she's a tough little customer and competitor, and she just finds a way.
Oh, she is all energy. She scored the only try for Queensland in last year's game, and she's the first try scorer here tonight. She's that new model of number 13. Power, low to the ground and mobility. Brigginshaw from next to the posts. Oh, it's bounced off. The crowd record at an Origin clash was set in 2019 at North Sydney Oval. 10,515, I reckon that's about to be blown out of the water here tonight. It's a great crowd for a great event, and it's typically Queensland. This start, they save a try. They've been on the back foot. New South Wales dominating field position, but they go up the other end and they power their way over. So this is Rafstrand Smith. Alana's doing all the Telstra tracker duties, mainly because she's the only one that understands the numbers. What can you tell us?
Well, we're having a look now at the intensity of this game. So it's metres per minute. As you can see, New South Wales 102.4 metres per minute. Queensland slightly under, but it's interesting to see the difference between this Origin clash and an NRLW average at 76.6.
Oh, there was a chance for Robinson, who knocked it on in the contest.
Last tackle,
up there
handover.
against Yasmin Clydesdale,
Yeah, Yasmin.
who is now married. She was formerly Yasmin Meeks, if you're wondering. But look at that. She had a good catch on that one too, Julia Robinson. Very accomplished winger. Holds the NRLW record for line breaks and tackle breaks, Julia Robinson. You've got some more Telstra tracker gold for us later too, Alana. They're down there working it all out. It's a good perspective though, and we saw that in Origin 1 too at the Core Stadium. The intensity in particular, well over and above what we're used to seeing on a weekly club basis. Tonegado playing it, sent from Dib, and here's Jess Surgis. Both centres for New South Wales, former winners of the Golden Boot as the best player in Women's Rugby League. It's not bad having that kind of strike power, and she's won a penalty for a team there.
Well, we saw Queensland mount a successful challenge when they got their penalty, came down and scored a try. Up to the Blues to respond here. Beautiful night for rugby league here in Canberra. Little chilly, a little, but nice and dry, very crisp.
Crisp is a good word for it, Gus.
I come up with good words occasionally.
You are a wordsmith. Most of them have been broadcast. Boyle now. Plays up around 56 minutes a game on average in NRLW. Amazing stamina. Dibb now. Here's a set play. Tonagato. 9 metres short. The Blues looking for a hit back here. Sent left from Davis, and Kelly should get it away. Back to Dibb. And now Kezi Apps, and now Samaima Taufa. Lenarduzzi comes in with a strong tack. She's trying to take the ball off a hit. But the held call came in time. Davis, Pearson now, and Bent. Good goal line defensive for Queensland once again. Couple short of the line. Pearson back to Davis. They might have some numbers stacked up here. Davis sends it through. Tonagato! Oh, it's touch and go. Linda Sharp's there. She said try. This would be an unbelievable put down.
Well, it's an amazing put down if it has, because the ball really took a leap. Took a ricochet, then rolled end over end and took a leap. And I'm thinking, how does she get this to the ground? Harvey Norman replay. Back against the grain. The kick. It takes a deflection.
Oh yeah.
Brilliant. Let's hope she's grounded this. She had to get it from a long way up in the air down to the ground. I would hope there's not a bobble here.
No bobble.
Oh, she's good.
Hey, Alana, that kick from Davis, talk us through that. Changing direction and beautifully weighted.
Lovely, the lovely little grubber kick. She's got an Oztag background, so she's been putting in those little grubbers for the entire football career, no matter the code, but a lovely little touch. She wasn't expecting the footy here, Keely Davis, but the ability to just have that perfect little ball drop on the inside of the foot, and that's the person you want chasing the footy. Emma Tonagato absolutely nailed the assignment there. Lockie?
It's the awareness that Davis has seeing Tonagato go under, and that's where she puts the football. She just feels Tonagato drop under, and she puts it in the right spot. That's great instinct and perfect execution by both the kicker and the chaser.
She really surged that last little bit. Was getting close towards the dead ball line, but she really surged, and that was talent to get it down from that high down to the ground and ground it properly. Can't get you any closer than that to the Blues huddle.
Rachel Pearson doing the goal kicking for the Blues, and she's hit that one well. Great hit back for New South Wales. 20 minutes until half-time. We've got 35-minute halves in Women's Origin, and the Blues with a 6-4 advantage. Let's head to Ruan Sims, who's part of an all-star cast of lady coaches for the Blues this week. That was a great put down by Tonagato, Roo.
Oh, it certainly was, Tomo. I've been really impressed with the way she's been pushing up through the middle so far. It's as we know, it's always going to be a really tough game coming down here to Canberra playing against the Queenslanders, but both teams are really up for it tonight.
Rue, using your outside backs early to make metres, you seem to be getting down the other end reasonably easy for an Origin game. Are you feeling comfortable?
Yeah, it's definitely, that's where our strengths are, is playing through there, as we see a really
Hang on,
great
Roo. Here goes Kira Dibb. Dibb takes on the fullback, and she's going to score a brilliant try for the Blues.
Wow. This is slick. And watch the footwork that she puts on Tamika Upton at the end of this run. One thing to get into the backfield. She pulled through defenders, speed, and then watch the move she puts on the Queensland fullback. Harvey Norman replay. Anna Southwell to the line, does it herself, the big dummy, and goes straight through. She's into the backfield. What's this? Stutter, step, bang. Straight round Tamika Upton and in alongside the posts. Back-to-back tries for the Blues.
She's a smart footballer, Kira Dibb. Just watch her eyesight, constantly scanning the footy in two hands to be able to break through the defensive line there. And then again, sums up where all the players are. That left foot, isn't it special? But it's great to see her back in the New South Wales jersey. Kira Dibb She's stepped up. Love seeing a 6 take the line on early on in the game.
Oh, we're here at Canberra Stadium. It reminds me of Laurie Daly, the big left foot step, and then the surge to beat the fullback. What about that? She's had 2 years out of Origin football too, Kira Dibb, so what a way to return.
Well, that's changed things, hasn't it? It's been that speed around the middle of the field that's troubled Queensland every time New South Wales are in possession.
Well, the Blues put the foot down here. Queensland jagged the try, and Kira Dibb with one of the great individual efforts. 12 points to 4 in the twinkling of an eye.
Stay on.
Now, oh, how's that for a kick? What a kickoff. Brigginshaw with a bouncer.
It was deliberate too.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Emma Lawrence, some injury news.
Good news for Queensland, Tomo. Talisha Harden has passed that HIA. She is about to come back into the action.
Well, that's a neat bit of play by Brigginshaw.
Now, you need to get to those on the full. You don't get another chance. Queensland could strike back very quickly here.
Now Upton away to Shanae Shazolka, and she's absolutely monstered. Isabel Kelly threatened to drag her over to Parliament House on that side of the ground. Pretty empty on a Friday night. Penalty.
Hang on.
Well, Millie Ball didn't know how she got that. She sort of came up and realised she had the ball. I don't think she meant to steal it.
They soldier on the Maroons now, looking for a response. Here's Mator. Shannon Mator from the Gold Coast Titans, born in New Zealand, and has Queensland close to the line here. Good defence. Plenty of Sky Blues there. Boyle and Taufa on Tasman Gray, and Lenaducci's put it down.
Well, they tried the power game twice and they went for it a third time. Good defence by the Blues around the middle.
Middle.
They weren't going to let them barge over this time from close range.
20 or 10? 20? Clock's on.
Plenty of energy in this.
Okay, here we come. Arms over each other.
Only 2 more sleeps to the big one on Sunday. Exclusive, live and free. 7 p.m. Sunday on 9 and 9 now. State of Origin 2.
Ooh. Very flat ball there, but that was a really good tackle. Destiny Brill on Jess Surgis. Now Kelly. Oh, she's wreaking havoc, Isabel Kelly.
She's been terrific. Every time she's handled the ball, she has made metres and then post-contact metres every time.
She's had 9 line breaks herself in the NRLW season just gone. What an athlete. Played by Tonagato. Now here's Caitlin Johnson, the Newcastle girl, youngest player in the Blues team at 21. she's get off me, I want to play it. She won't be mucking around.
She wasn't taking any lip, was she?
No way. She's from Belmont in Newcastle, playing with the Knights, so she's a Nova Castrian to the core. You don't muck around with them.
No, I've never met a bad person from Newcastle. I've never met a soft one either.
Oh, Brayley Nardi. Mator nearly overran that. So Millie's come for a break. And we're about to see Steph Hancock go out there for Queensland as well at the ripe old age of, young age of 40 years old, Steph.
Straight into it.
Still going strong. Here she comes. Oh, she goes for a cartwheel. Taufer tapped her around the ankles, and Steph got up to play quick though. Aitken. A high challenge. It's been put down by Penatani.
In the air.
Penalty. So it was an in-air tackle as opposed to a challenge, according to our referee.
Let's have a look. I think she dropped her before anyone touched her.
Bit of a let off there.
Challenge.
By Queensland on the decision of tackle in the air.
I think they've got a fair case here. I think she's dropped this long before any contact.
We've cleared all other aspects of play leading up.
She's actually
Just
pushed
looking at
into
any potential contact in the air.
The Queensland girl was actually pushed into her by Jessica Surgis, who's running back.
At this point, the New South Wales player has already lost the ball prior to contact. The challenge is successful.
I should have been a bunker referee.
Oh, you're made for it.
Maybe that's my future career,
Do you think?
in the bunker.
Do you think?
Come on, yeah, where would you
Don't
like
think
it?
they'll let me in there.
Right up your alley, Gus.
Don't think they'll let me in there.
They've got a big poster of you over the front door.
There'll be no slow motion replays, let me tell you.
Do not admit.
That's a good captain's challenge.
Centrefield scrum for Queensland. Looking for 3 Origin wins in succession. Brill from the back of the scrum. Away to Taryn Aitken. No one's going to get a finger on Taryn, who scoots away to score.
Well, you said there's been plenty of tries scored in games down here in Canberra during the NRL season. Already 4 tries in this game. And this is just a little show and go and a great surge of speed. You watch this, Taryn Aitken. Little show, little step, little surge. Harvey Norman replay.
Wow.
She's out the back and gone. She could have run to gold and they wouldn't have got her.
Well, she absolutely gassed Rachel Pearson here. And you've got to do your homework. Taryn Aitken, that's stock standard for her. Taking the line on first. Once she breaks the line, then she looks to ball play. She's got that pace, and I don't think it's the last time we're going to see it tonight. Brilliant work from the number 6.
Both sixes have shown a show and go for a try, haven't they? Kira Dibb, and Taryn Aitken, Darren Lockyer. Do you like that one? Number 6 for Queensland.
Yeah, that was, well, I think she was licking her lips. She saw Pearson in front of her, and she knows she's not the quickest 7 in the game, and then just took her on. And then Pearson maybe should have been communicating to her outside defenders to help her, but she didn't. As we see Ellie Briginshaw from a bit wider out this time, she hit the left upright last kick. Let's see if she can go a bit better.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, you bet she can. Oh, another one that flicks the post, but it goes over that time. Optus Stadium, Perth. The Blues hoping to send us to a decider. Queensland hoping to
Kira, wait.
wrap up
Wait
the
for
series
clock.
in game 2. Taryn Aitken, player of the match in Origin 2020. The winner of the player of the match in Women's Origin wins the Nellie Doty medal.
It was a great captain's challenge, wasn't it? Could have easily been a penalty to New South Wales and up the other end, but they backed themselves rightly. Come up with a good try. That was right out of the Darren Lockyer playbook. I have nightmares about that. The Darren Lockyer playbook.
Tucked that away for a while now, Gus. 11 years.
We just got rid of Alan Langer and then you came along. Thought we were going to get some respite, then Lockyer turns up.
There's Brill again. Look at this. Gee, she's determined. Look at this for a run. She's still going. That is amazing. She's just a goer. Jessica Elliston on the ground now. Tackle 31 out. Britt Brayley Nargis got a beautiful right to left pass. And Aitken, Tonegado there. Oh, she got crunched. Savania Polite gets a pat on the back from the skipper. Good one.
They love it, those two. Former Rugby Sevens teammates. Love that matchup.
Yes, gold medalists at the Olympics. Telstra tracker.
Some more action. We're looking at max speeds, kilometres per hour here. You can see a couple of the Queensland women. Taryn Aiken, who just went over for that last try, leading at Julia Robinson, Emma Tonagato, Vania Polite, and Kezi Apps. The back rower on the max speed for Telstra tracker. Go Kez.
This is a very good defensive set. Oh! Fifth tackle, and they'd held New South Wales well in their own half. Oh, fifth tackle penalty.
Well, that hurts. Let's see if they elect to kick the touch. Yes, they do.
10 minutes until half time. Kelly for Kezi. Kezi Apps. The oldest of the Blues at 31 years of age. Her 9th interstate contest. Her time in the Sky Blue jumper predates this modern origin. Our 5th renewal of state of origin for women this evening. Now bent, grasped in a good tackle there by Aitken. Here goes Tonagato exploring. Away to Johnston, nearly up. She's going to score, is she? She's pulled down. Last-ditch effort, Brayley Narty.
You got your hand on the ball.
And she's
It's
ripped
not
the
quick.
ball away.
It's not quick.
Oh, I thought Johnston was going to barrel them all out of the way, but the hooker,
Keely.
who's half her size, stopped her.
Keely.
They're having a little bit of a committee meeting
What are we
here.
doing?
There she goes, the big Novocastrian.
They're going to take the shot at penalty goal.
Yeah.
The kicking tees come out. It's point blank for them.
Yeah, the theory is if you're a 2-point leader and you get a penalty, you may as well take the penalty because then it takes the kicker goal away for your opposition. If they're 2 behind, they'll take their penalty shot at goal to level up. If they're 4 behind, they won't. They'll run the ball. So you kind of kick it to get yourself out of penalty goal range, and then you can give away a penalty and not worry about it in front of the posts.
Blues coach Kylie Hilder up the back there. She's doing it tough. She's a nervous coach. She's been doing a lot of work alongside Brad Fittler, the men's origin coach. Played for New South Wales and Australia, Kylie Hilder. So Pearson from next to the sticks adds the extra 2. It's 14-10. So we've often remarked on the crowds that we get at Women's Origin, but it's a different demographic. Just having a look across the crowd here, there's young girls with posters right around the ground. We've got a great cross-section of blue and maroon, but it's a real family carnival feeling here. Look at that, an Isabel Kelly sign, and it's a younger crowd, but it's the sort of crowd that the game needs. And the interest from a female point of view, off the back of what these girls are doing out there, is one of the real highlights of the game. Great to be here. One of the highlights of our calendar now, isn't it? Samaima Taufa. She was born in Tonga, this superstar. She won the Dally M back in 2017. And there's some nice footwork.
Really enjoying the style of football from New South Wales. They're up on the advantage line. Their leg speed when they're hitting the ball on the advantage line is good. It's really bending Queensland back. The service out of dummy half is terrific.
Kezi Apps.
They're really testing Queensland on every play. Every play there's a question.
The dib away to Pearson now. A high ball and a challenge for Emily Bash, who's on debut. Taken by Penatani. Oh, they just grab her.
Hand over. Last tackle.
Strong set from New South Wales, and they're finishing it in the right place of the field. I just think their intensity, they're playing a pace ahead of Queensland at the moment.
Oh, we've got a mistake. We've got a mistake. A drop ball. Oh, it's a New South Wales knock on. So one-on-one strip and then knocked on by the Blues is what our referee Belinda Sharp has ruled.
On the 20.
She was trying to, she ripped it out. She was determined there, Jess Surgis. Good battle that, Polite v Surgis.
Well, this could be a big blow right here.
Let's go, let's go. Come on. No, you need another one.
Queensland.
You need another one.
Oh. Haven't filled the scrum properly.
Yeah, they've got too many.
It's in. Right.
15, Sarah Pongatuki is out there as well. Here's Lauren Brown. Oh, big tackle. Big shot. Johnston and Davis together. Dumped Brown into the turf. And now Rafstrand Smith also roughly treated here by Apps and Kelly. Oh, he's a bit Kelly. She's loving it tonight.
Well, even without the ball, they're getting to the advantage line first. When they've got the ball, they're steaming over the advantage line. When they haven't got it, they're meeting Queensland at the advantage line. Queensland getting the ball standing still a lot. See, standing still. Suddenly someone runs, but she's only just got to the advantage line now.
Oh, there was a bit of miscommunication there. Elliston just got it away to Brigginshaw for... Oh, no! A knock on. Oh, gee. Tonagato was thinking about where she wanted to run before she caught the ball. And this is a real invitation for Queensland now. 3 minutes 45 until half-time.
Well, it's an unexpected one because it was a pretty poor set of 6, then a mix-up on tackle 5, come up with the high kick, and Emma Tonagato spilled the lollies and offers Queensland another chance.
Lock off. Stay in, Lauren. Ball in. Right.
And Brown passes out in front of Aiken. They've got room here. Bass back on the inside. The Blues come in numbers and Surgis is there. Penalty. High tackle.
High tackle.
Yeah, it was good play again there by Taryn Aiken. She beat them with the dummy and go last time. This time her footwork attracted defenders. And winger Emily Bass just caught a little bit high as she steps back inside.
Bit of desperation from Keely Davis. Queensland now. Can they take advantage here? Elliston, centre of the field, 8 metres short of the Blues line. Taufa there at marker. Brown sends it away. Here's Brill. Apps with a good tackle. Big bear hug, and she's put down 5 metres out. Elliston again. Inside ball to Hancock. It's gone backwards. No, there was a touch forward according to the referee. The Blues have survived that one.
Yeah, well, after conceding a try from close range there, they've been really good around the play the ball area ever since on their ongoing goal line. So they learned the lesson.
Gus, I don't think I've ever seen a player more pumped to be out there than Caitlin Johnston. How excited is she?
Well, you're supposed to be. It's Origin.
Yeah, but look at this. They all go up and slap her in the back. Look at that. She's screaming at her teammates.
Wouldn't you carry on like that if we gave you a jersey?
Yeah, I'd carry on like that anyway. She's loving it.
I want to be there when they give Matt Thompson the Blues jersey.
Mate, if that ever happens, we've got a real issue. Only if you coach me, Gus. Kelly.
It's supposed to be passionate.
That's great. Oh, here we go. Surgis surging.
Yeah, again, the centres. Surgis and Isabel Kelly have been terrific through the middle of the play the ball area.
Good defence there. Clydesdale shut down. Brown taking a bit of extra time. Pongatuki. Tackle 4. 23 tackle breaks in favour of New South Wales. And Taufa.
You see how they're consistently getting over the advantage line. They're really taking the ball forward on every play.
Pearson goes aerial. Now Penatani's putting a chase through. Upton very solid back there.
Last minute before the half-time break. Don't want anything to go wrong in this last minute.
Oh, Robertson, that's a really good run. Super athlete. Now Emily Bass, one of the 9 Broncos. Her first game for Queensland this evening. Brown for Elliston. Apps, Tongatuki and Taufa, the 3 players that bring her to ground. Probably the last play of the half here as Upton joins in and the ball goes away out wide to Bass. Nice pass by Polite, but again, look at that. Sky Blues come from everywhere and they shut the play down.
Well, we got a little bit of everything in that first half, didn't we? Some real Origin passion, some brilliant football, some great individual efforts. Great stuff.
New South Wales 14, Queensland 10 at half-time in Women's Origin 2022.
There's nothing decided here yet. No. Still 2 tries all. Penalty goal and a conversion the difference.
GIO Stadium.
I don't mind the DJ here tonight either.
Yeah.
He's played some good tunes.
A new sensation sums this up, doesn't it? Oh! There's Johnston again!
Get that in here.
Wow!
Caught the kick off. She wasn't going to pass it either.
No way. Oh. Oh, that's strong defence. Elliston and Brill there on Jess Surgis. Davis. Oh, there's the tackle of the Knights. That's an Origin hit. Rathstrand Smith with a bone rattler. Out to Isabel Kelly though. She slips a pass away. Brilliant hands from Tonagato.
Popped a whack like that and still got a quick play the ball away. Sensational from the Blues.
It's the last. Here's Johnston. She's not going to be able to slip the pass away, so they failed to get a kick in time for tackle 5, and Queensland have it back.
Well, Queensland obviously had a talk at half-time. I was saying in the first half how New South Wales were really bending them back and attacking the advantage line. Queensland much quicker in defence in that set, getting up quickly, and we saw a couple of really good hits. Far more aggressive from the Maroons.
That was a great run by Robertson. She threatened to go straight through them.
I wonder if that Lockyer snuck in there at half-time and talked to him.
Well, he left his book of tricks at home, he just told you. Now, sorry, Darren.
Well, if their defence is picked up, it wasn't me.
Here's Rathstrand Smith. A good run to go on the back of that thumping shot. Brown working down a short side. Got a couple of really handy dummy halves. Britt Brayley-Nardi and Lauren Brown. Now Brigginshaw, a kick across the ground. I think New South Wales want to knock this on here. No, it's still the last. It was a Queensland hand. Upton. Oh, she took an air sweep. And Davis, who has been in everything. Now Brigginshaw is not well.
Yeah, she got a hit after she kicked it. Whether or not she was just staying down for the penalty. She seems okay now.
Here goes Tonagato.
Good run.
Blinding pace off the mark now. Here's Isabel Kelly.
Good run again.
All the powerful units. They're doing the donkey work. Tonagato, Kelly, here's Surgis. Oh, she passed to Queensland.
Just went for a little too much. There were 3 good runs. And then an offload spoiled it at the back end.
Alicia Harden, a bit of experience there to intercept that one. Now Polite pushing off tackles. And up over the halfway. Emma, some news?
Yeah, the veteran for the Maroons, Steph Hancock, is undergoing an HIA at the moment. An incident late in that first half, and as she came off for the break, they just pulled her aside. So assessing her as we speak, Tomo.
All right, thanks, Emma. Mato to Aitken to Harden. Gee, this is skillful football. They're moving it all over the place.
They put some real thought into what they're doing.
It's a pleasure to watch. Here's Brill. Good tackle, Kezzy App. She's made some big tackles so far. Aitken with a deft kick towards the goal line. And Clydesdale manages to stay in the field of play. They're appealing for a knock on. The referee didn't see it. That was Penatani, actually. This is Clydesdale, my apologies. Now Kelly. Good run again. She's having a magnificent game.
She's been brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, she's hurt.
Tackle 3.
Well, that's not good. She's had just as much impact in defence as she has in attack, Isabel Kelly.
I wonder if an ankle's twisted underneath there or something.
It looks awkward.
She's a real pro, isn't she? Look, the work she puts in with the conditioning, and like, she's so strong and agile.
Mate, you should see her in the gym. Unbelievable.
She's all right. Tongatuki, 15 short of the halfway. Davis, an early kick from Pearson. Good kick. Oh, it's beaten them all. And it's still bouncing down towards Queensland goal line. Look at that.
That's a great kick.
And Pearson leads the chase.
Sometimes the difference between a good kick and a great kick is just one bounce.
Now Bass, in against the big defenders there, and Bent really gave us some treatment. Oh, there's been a mistake.
In the bobble, I think. No challenge.
Where do you want it?
So the great kick followed up with a couple of great hits, and they've dislodged the ball. No, she's put it on
Being
foot.
that it's not a knock on. Challenge it, yep. Lucky.
Challenge it.
Gee, I thought the time window might have elapsed there.
Challenge
Yeah, I think they might
from
get a penalty
Queensland
here.
on the decision of knock on.
Although it's accidental, you should have to be careful where you put the ball, but she actually puts it on.
Kezzy Apps is looking to clear the ruck. Emily Bass puts the ball on her foot and has no control. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Yes, well, actually, in actual fact, the challenge shouldn't have been allowed to go ahead because the time had elapsed. It was being replayed on the big screen.
But that's brilliant from the bunker. That's brilliant. There was actually common sense in that. Gee, I'm happy about that.
You've been happy with the bunker for a few weeks now.
There's been a change.
Now there's the giant Kezzy.
Who's in the bunker?
It's Adam G tonight.
Adam G's in the bunker.
Yeah.
Might be a full-time gig for him. That was very, very good, very clever.
He's a proper ref too, you know. You've just retired him. You've retired him to the bunker.
Yeah, but the bunker's the problem, not the proper refs. Proper refs are okay.
Okay.
The bunker's the problem.
Let's not bunker tonight, shall we? Davis having a big game herself, and Taufa wind her up and let her go. Queensland with a challenge here. We know how tough they are defending their line, but Pearson tries to crack them. Important tackle made by Harden. And a burrowing effort now. Oh, I think they all saw that coming. Penalty.
No. Why not? She's not in the act of scoring. She's out here.
So if we take the same theory from the first half where they took the 2,
Oh, you take the 2 now.
make it a 6-point gap.
Take the 2 now for sure.
Rachel Pearson looks very confident with these kicks at goal so far tonight, and it was her long kick and then the defence which followed that, which got the Blues possession and put them in this position. So to stretch this to a converted try margin, no issues. Good night for an Oodie. You got an Oodie, Gus?
Got a flock of them.
Have you?
Yeah.
Mandatory in Canberra. You got an Oodie, Alana?
I don't know if Gus was being serious or not, but I actually do have.
No, I bought them for the whole family.
What colour's yours?
My son and I don't wear them, but all the girls do.
I bet you do. Because you got a bulldog Oodie.
They got pink one, they got pizza ones. A pizza one.
So Millie's back out there. She's had a good breather. Brigginshaw, she made short shrift of her. And then Mator was there to eventually tackle her. Now Tauf has done some great work. So mobile.
Well, Captain Obvious, the next try, or the next scorer is very, very important, isn't it?
Here's Millie again.
Queensland won't want the Blues to extend beyond the 6 points. They need to keep themselves in the contest.
Now Davis having a real impact, and so is Isabel Kelly. Oh, she's ripping into them.
She's been the best on ground easily.
Kira Dibb for Pearson. Up in the air, and Emily Bass takes it. She's got a blue wall in front of her, and they put some drive into the defence.
They're just a tight-knit group, the New South Wales women, and all the reports coming out of the camp this week is how much they're enjoying it. It's been relaxed, but you can see the way that they're turning up for one another, those positive interactions. They're strong, and they keep on coming. Look at that, 3 in the tackle. Vania Polite, not an easy person to get onto her back.
Oh, they're stuck in the mud here, Queensland. Oh, they were. That's a tremendous run. Emma?
Steph Hancock, the Maroons veteran Tomo, has failed her HIA, so they'll certainly miss her experience towards the back end of this half.
Yes, they certainly will. Thank you for that. 21 tests for the Jillaroos, Steph Hancock, a legend of the game. Oh, pretty cool take, that one, from Clydesdale. She's back within 9 metres of the halfway. Shazolka down there to help with the tackle. Kelly again. But this is Origin, and Queensland are never beaten. It's only a converted try. The Blues might have the running, but Queensland, they thrive on this backs to the wall stuff. Taufa hasn't had a break in the game.
Never runs out of petrol, that one.
Oh, she's my favourite.
Oh.
Been watching her for years.
Sensational.
Out to Tonegado. Lovely hands. That was a great catch by Clydesdale. Last tackle. The fans want a penalty, or at least a 6 again. Dibb sends it up. Doesn't go too far. And it's taken over there very well by Polite, but she's monster. Penatani and Surgis together. Oh, Bass. Pearson and Davis, the tacklers that time. That was a strong hit too. Upton! Upton up the middle. Gets the ball away. And Robinson can't escape the clutches of Pearson. That was an important tackle, but that's what you get with Queensland. They can make something out of nothing.
Well, that's what you get with Tamika Upton. She's a brilliant athlete, got great footwork. And just out of nothing there, she created the line break. She's unlucky not to get away herself. They wouldn't have caught her.
Safe to say that ankle in question, no doubt.
Well, she hurt it in the warm-up. Warm-ups are overrated, but she hurt it in the warm-up, had to get strapped. There was some doubt about it, but she's...
Challenge here, well taken, Penatani. She had Harden beaming down on her, and Tonagato gets back as far as the 30, and she's tackled by Polite. Here goes Surgis now. 6 short of the halfway line. And Tonagato goes for another run.
They're good runs. That speed in the middle.
Now Millie Boyle. Her father David was a Raider. She was born in Canberra. Her partner plays for the Raiders. She's got a good affinity with this place, Millie Boyle. Now Southwell. And Kira Dibb sticks a kick through. Good calmness at the back there by Tamika Upton. But look at this, look where the Blues hand the ball to them.
Yeah, they're controlling the game really well. Aggressive ball running, smart kicking, aggressive kick chase. And they'll back it up with some big hits here.
He's Brigginshaw. Oh, and Kezzy Apps wasn't going to hold off and see what was about to come. Oh, she's too smart.
You're in the rock, which causes her to... No. You're in the rock, which causes her to fall over.
Emma, we might have a new record crowd.
We certainly do. 11,321 here at GIO Stadium, and that eclipses the previous record, which was set in 2019 at North Sydney. So well done to all of the fans for coming out and to these girls for putting on an incredible show.
Yeah, and I'll be grateful they did come here tonight.
You always get nervous with Queensland, don't you? You think they're going to pull something out.
Queenslanders don't get nervous.
Well, they expect it.
Yeah.
This is better.
They've got more to give yet tonight. This is in the balance, this one. We knew it would be. Brigginshaw to Aitken, so dangerous. Good tackle, and that's Johnston again. And Jess Ellison. And Boyle and Southall the defenders, 21 short of the line. Brigginshaw rolls a kick towards the in goal. Oh, she's tried to pass it, Clydesdale. Tonagato will go back and ground it. Now, what she's saying here, Clydesdale, is that there was a Queensland hand on the ball.
Yeah. Will they challenge?
Yep, they are going to challenge. And if there was a Queensland hand, of course, it was a knock-on.
Yeah, there was. Challenge from New South Wales.
It was Brigginshaw.
On the decision of goal line dropout, they're saying Queensland touched the ball.
Yeah. Wondered how the ball got back there. It was a risky pass anyway.
After the pass from New South Wales, Ali Brigginshaw touches the ball with a finger and the ball travels forward, which is a knock-on. The challenge will be successful.
He's having a blinder, the bunker.
Okay.
You could be blindfolded and seen that one.
Well, it's not always the case.
So it's a knock-on to them, so it's a scrum to you. The challenge is successful. Where do you want it? 20. So it's a knock-on to you guys, scrum.
So they've dodged a call there, courtesy of a successful challenge. Still 16.
It was a risky pass, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Origin is littered with some incidents of people trying to pass in their in goal.
Arms over, heads in, right in, Quincy. In.
In the under-19s women's game last night, we had a girl run 109 metres to score a try.
We going now?
Hell of an effort.
Jada Taylor, I think we'll see her in an NRLW jersey very soon.
Back, tackle one.
All the meter readers, they're all blue.
Yeah, they've attacked the advantage line really well. Actually, I'm really enjoying their style of football. They're well coached.
Well, yeah, other than Sumaima Taufa, that's all their outside backs too, making those meters. As we can see, Isabel Kelly now, straight through the middle, back towards that rock.
She's been extraordinary.
Even when they're passing the ball, they're over the advantage line. They're bending Queensland back on every play. It's got to be telling.
Good ball up the middle, Tonagato against Upton. Oh, Queensland win that one. Good tackle. Brigginshaw finished it off with interest. Pearson stabs it through. Bass is back there, and she dives for safety.
Yeah, good play by New South Wales, probing out a dummy half after a couple of good surges, and then the offload. Got Tonagato into the backfield, and Their opposite number come up with a good play. Darren Lockyer.
They're just hanging on, Queensland. The New South Wales chant just went up when Tonagato went through. So it's a big 5 minutes coming up in the context of this game. If Queensland can hang on, and the Blues, they might start to fatigue, but at the moment they're all over them.
Yeah.
Go on, Darren, give them the call.
That's what they do. They hang in Queensland.
Well, they have to. They got no option.
Yeah. Nanaducci's on the ground again now. They're finding it hard in yardage. And Brown's going to kick from inside her own 40.
Good chase. They're still up for it, Queensland.
Whoa! Look at that!
They're still up for it.
They could have carried it to Belconnen.
Good.
Here's Isabel.
She's been good. This is good.
This is Boyle ripping up the middle. Quincy Dodd's doing the dummy half work now. A break for Keely Davis.
This is brilliant stuff. Look at this. Out of dummy half, out of dummy half. Short passes.
Pearson through. Tonagato. Another great tackle by Upton. Oh, the two fullbacks have been sublime tonight. What a duel. Dib. A kick out towards Clydesdale, who catches it, then gets the ball back. It's still alive. Kezi Apps back to Semaima Taufa. She squeezes it out. Apps is there. Kezi's going to kick. It's bounced off Queensland. Apps has got it back. She lost it forward.
It's off the foot, Queensland. Easy, easy.
Whoa.
Chelsea.
Now let's set this all off.
Chelsea, back up. Chelsea, walk away.
I think there's a little bit of acting in all that.
Got off the foot, Queensland, then knock on New South
Depends who you were looking at, I reckon, Gus.
Ali.
Some of them were fair dinkum.
Yep.
The others were having a bit of a giggle.
Challenge is over. Out here.
I guess all these girls would know each other, wouldn't they, Lana?
Scrum. Let's go.
Yeah, well, if you have a look at the breakdown of the teams here, there's 9 Broncos. We've got 6 out there from the Roosters, 6 from the Dragons. So there's a lot of crossover. A lot of them played Jillaroos together as well. All right, Darren Lockyer, you've got a special guest as Emily Bass runs upfield.
Yeah, Karina Brown here with me, Tomo, and I guess watching it at the moment, we're just hanging in, aren't we?
We are. My heart's racing. Love seeing the girls playing with so much passion. We had a great set there defensively. I think the first half we were strong. I think 4 opportunities, 2 times we score. We just need some field position, and I think we'll be right. But we're in the grind, that's for sure.
What was the message at half-time?
Yeah, just work really hard. I mean, we need to tidy up the ruck, and then, yeah, just be patient, get some good field position, and we'll put points on. We've got heaps of points in us in this team.
Let's hope so. Thanks for your time. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Karina Brown been a stalwart of the game, particularly for Queensland. And that was a dangerous run there by Aitken. And here's Upton again.
She's the one.
Shrugging off defenders.
They just they're hanging on, but they're hanging in, Queensland. There's a difference between hanging on and hanging in.
Uh-oh.
Here it comes.
Here's their chance.
Well,
there's a big difference between hanging on and hanging in, and Queensland are hanging in there. They're in the fight. They're in the grind. They're 6 behind. They know the next points are important. But with and without the ball, they've really lifted their effort levels and intensity, and now they get a chance close to the Blues line. And as we've just heard, they have got plenty of points in them. Only had a couple of visits to the New South Wales end, and they've come up with tries.
Arms over each other.
This is a big moment in the game right here.
Heads in. Stay there, Quincy.
They've had no ball at New South Wales end of the park after half-time. Can they make their first chance stick? Upton. Surgis one-on-one. Penalty. Offside from the scrum. There's a bit of feeling out there. Jess Surgis has been in the middle of some of that push and shove.
Yeah, I just get the feeling this is far from over.
Yeah.
You're on the mark, Lauren.
Queensland can smell this is their chance.
Destiny Brill, one of the Titans brigade for Queensland. Good quick play the ball. Brigginshaw now back on the inside to Gray. Gray away from one. Southwell, the closer in defence, rolls out of the ruck to try and avoid giving a penalty away now. Leonard Ducey went back to where the ruck was. The Blues are really stretched to their right-hand side. Brown goes herself.
Tackle 4.
The Blues were saying there was some obstruction there.
Tackle 4.
Well, Belinda Sharp says, no, I'm good with it. We'll go back to the 10 where Brown plays it. And Brill sends it to Brigginshaw. To Aitken now. Surges raced out. Upton now. Tamika Upton. 2 metres out. Tau for the defender. Brown playing left. Aitken. She goes herself, and Taryn Aitken is held. Oh, she managed to squeeze a pass away. This can't be a try. I think it is. It's Polite. How did she score?
She pretty much did a strip with her own teammate there. Saw the opportunity to continue on that short side after Taryn Aitken took the line on. That's smart football from Polite. And we've seen her all night. She's at New South Wales. We see here on the Harvey Norman replay, Taryn Aitken, she's taking the line on. She's been dangerous all night. Plenty of New South Wales jerseys, but Polite gets it out the back and just beats them for pace. Got on the outside of Jess Surges there.
Well, that was last tackle, and I was about to say that's terrific New South Wales defence. Young Aitken's been a thorn in their side, and the ball comes out the back. That's a great try. That's an Origin try. That's one of those moments in Origin where someone just takes their chance. They make a chance and they take it. Darren Lockyer.
Yeah, well, Aitken was trying to target Pearson again. She got caught down there with about 4 or 5 of the Blues, and then Polite, she's got a rugby union background and looked exactly like that. She stole the ball off Aitken and made something out of nothing when she just decided Aitken's got about 4, 5, 6 of the Blues in there, and then Polite just takes it out the back and in the corner. Big kick coming up. Got a long distance here.
Yeah, she hasn't taken it back very far, which means she's got to be a lot more accurate because the angle's very acute, but this is her best chance of getting the distance. Some good muscle shown there, wasn't there, for the try?
Yeah, I like that from Darren. She's an Olympic gold medal winner in rugby sevens. She's gone to the back of the ruck and pinched the ball out and scored.
And here's a big kick.
So Lauren Brown is a real sharpshooter. she's getting some urgings from the crowd here.
Now you take it back 18 metres. The angle's really acute.
Huge moment for Queensland. It looks pretty good. It hits the post and bounces back.
Wow. Wow.
And a half minutes and a few seconds to go in Women's State of Origin 2022, and you just knew we were going to have another gripping ending. 16-14, the Blues by a conversion.
Well, the last Origin, Queensland won by 2 points, 8 points to 6. Just feel.
Oh, Brill refuses to yield whenever she gets the ball. Now Brown, now Gray. Kelly in there with good physicality. How are you feeling, Alana?
Nervous. This set of the New South Wales, their line speed has backed off a little bit, and that's all you've got to give Queensland.
Yeah, there's Kelly again with another big tackle.
But the game changes here. There's just over 10 minutes to go. It turns to mentally, how you can approach this game. What extra do you have to give?
Aiken over the top. It's the last tackle here. And they're caught with the ball.
Time to dig deep for both sides. Find something extra, that one moment.
Hold this, wait.
Well, this is what Origin football is. It's getting down to the wire. It's dealing with fatigue and pain and pressure and the scoreboard. They go to some pretty dark places. They've got to push themselves and get up when they're hurt and move when they're tired and stick together and keep believing.
That was a good run, Clydesdale. She's been excellent. All the outside backs for the Blues. They've been very good. Here's Taufa. Good. 15 metres she picked up there. And Davis is back out on the ground. Only a very brief stint. And Dibb's going to kick on tackle 4. Into the corner. Towards the touchline. Robinson back there. Julia Robinson with a kick return, but Kezzy Apps, the captain, leading the way there, and Millie Boyle down to help, but she played that very quickly, and Brigginshaw can dash. And now Shizolka. 11 short of the halfway line. Tower for the tackler. Brown with an early kick. She's looking for a 40-30. It is 40-30 in Women's Origin. That one just pulled up. And now Tonagato uses a pace, gets away from one. This is such good football to watch. Here's Kelly again. Good tackle there. Brown's been excellent off the bench, hasn't she? That kick and a good tackle there on the back of the Kelly run. Here goes Surgis. Crosses the halfway, plays it to Davis. Boyle straightens a run with a right foot step. Now Davis goes herself here, caught the markers napping. Southwell trailing up in support. Last tackle for the Blues. Davis into acting half. Pearson now. Pearson with the ball away, and Koenig around the corner. And the Blues have got it down, and the referee, Belinda Sharp, says it's a try.
This is brilliant. This is a repeat of what we've seen tonight, with New South Wales surging down the middle, out of dummy half, looking for short passes, stepping around big forwards, getting into the backfield, and then on last play they elect not to kick, put it through the hands. They've come up with a brilliant team try.
Keely Davis has been the difference for me. She had a short break on the sideline, but just testing around the ruck constantly, as we see here on the Harvey Norman replay, that decision-making. She's been on point all night. Look at her here. She knows to go. She knows when to deliver that footy. Pearson takes the line on, and they find their edge.
So if you're sitting at home there wondering about that last pass, it's where the ball goes out of the passer's hand. And you can see there that Koenig got it around the corner and backwards, but the bunker is having a look anyway.
Well, he can't rule forward pass.
No.
After contact, the New South Wales player loses the ball. We just need to see what direction to go.
So they're saying it's a knock-on, not a pass.
Looks like a pass to me.
After losing control of the ball travels forward, which is a knock-on. We have a decision.
He was going so good, the bunker.
Well, you can hear what the crowd thinks about that.
10 by 10.
So the ruling is that it wasn't a pass, that the ball was a knock-on. Now, this might show it here. Does she lose control in trying to pass Olivia Koenig?
Thank you.
Well, the head-on shot shows that she's passing it. It's a pass.
Keely, push up. Wait for it. Come on.
minutes 50 remain.
Well, at least it was positivity by New South Wales. They're just not hanging on to a 2-point lead and trying to protect it. They know that they've got to stay positive and keep testing Queensland around the middle. Terrific game.
The skill set this year, Gus, do you think it's gone up another level again?
Oh, of course.
Oh, knock on.
I think the advantage, too, of actually playing a competition this year before the Origin came around, I think it's helped as well. There's no doubt the more that they train and the more that they play, the better the standard. But, you know, they've sold this game. This is rugby league. It's just played by women. They've sold it. The physicality, the spirit, the passion, the skill, the speed, the courage. They've sold it all. Sunday night, 7 o'clock, exclusive, live and free on 9 and 9 Now. Watch it on Channel 9 or stream it on 9 Now. Game 2. Blues need to win.
Queensland 80 minutes away maybe from getting their hands on the shield.
Don't say that.
Jemima Taufa. New South Wales to the echoes of the New South Wales chant. Kernick to Tonagato. What an athlete. Got a couple of handy fullbacks to New South Wales Origin teams, haven't they? Here's Taufa. Still battling away. Jemima Taufa within 13 of the Queensland line. Davis skips out. Johnston's back out there. You won't be able to contain her if she could score. Davis and Taufa. Oh, the rugby league gods, they don't give her a try. Queensland's defence just a bit too strong there. They are hanging tough. Robinson, there's a power pack run. Telstra tracker.
We're back. This is the total distance, top 5 distance travelled in the game. Julia Robinson, who just took the first hit up for Queensland, and then 4 New South Wales Sky Blues players.
Yeah. Rachel Pearson, Emma Tonagato, Tiana Penitani, Kira Dibb doing plenty of mileage as well. So Lenarduzzi now for the Maroons.
5 minutes left.
Oh, good run.
These are the championship rounds.
Yeah.
They've done well to stop Lenarduzzi's offload. Causes plenty of headaches in attack. But she hasn't got one away tonight, and that's huge from New South Wales.
Tiana Rafstrand-Smith, the youngest of the Queenslanders, is tackled just in New South Wales territory. Britt Brayley-Nardi, Brigginshaw, Johnston raced out to put pressure on her. It's a dangerous kick. Robinson takes it. Robinson, she's so fast, she got it back to Shizuoka. She's going to score the try. Queensland might have snatched another Origin.
Queensland, Queensland, Queensland. Will it ever end? Bomb in the middle of the field. And the girl has run more kilometres than anyone on the night. Young Julia Robinson, I think it is, that races through. Was she onside? And that was the 5. Yep, Julia Robinson. Harvey Norman replay, brilliant take, beautifully supported. I'm just wondering whether she was onside. I don't think she is. Up we go. Over to you, Mr. Bunker. I think she's offside.
She's offside.
She's offside.
They're both offside.
But what a brilliant take.
Julia Robinson on the right is offside at the point of the kick. We'll track her.
She catches it.
She now takes possession of the ball and is involved in the play. We have a decision.
Wow.
Wonderfully skillful to catch the ball on the run like that. That's a let-off for the Blues.
Oh, there's some excited Blues fans there. There's still 4 minutes left. There's plenty of time. Put the smile back on the dial, Queensland fans. It's not over.
I'm glad I don't have the Telstra tracker on my heart rate at the moment, Tomo.
Yes, it'll blow up.
That little girl in the crowd, she's got a Maroon jersey on. She was so sad that it was disallowed. Then she saw herself on the big screen. She was so happy. Darren Lockyer.
That's just fatigue. They couldn't put themselves behind the kicker. It's late in the game. They're hanging in. It's not over yet, Tomo. As you said, it's not over yet.
Never is. You know better than anyone. Kezi Apps. Oh, there's a tremendous run by the captain. Oh, Queensland, they are just a phenomenon. They just kept coming and coming. You can feel like you got them beaten and they just come again.
Well, it's not over yet.
No way. Johnston tackled.
They'll get the ball again.
Here's Southwell. Charges into them and keeps going. Good run, Hannah Southwell. Still going.
She's a good one too.
16 metres out. Telfer to Dib. Dib with a cutout ball. Good defence. Robinson got over there to make the tackle on Clydesdale. The Blues 12 metres away. Here's Johnston. Oh, Johnston, she's gone through. Johnston meets her out. Oh, she is just all power. Out the back now. Kelly for the line. Isabel Kelly will ice the origin for New South Wales, and no one deserves a try more.
Well, she's been the best player on the field. From here to the end of the earth, she's been outstanding tonight. And to think that she's going to score the try that could possibly seal this origin for New South Wales. Look at the big girl there. She just charges through. Get out of my way. Harvey Norman replay. Gets up and gets a quick play the ball. Had plenty of work to do here, Isabel Kelly, when she gets the ball. But just Serge been doing this all night, pushing people out of the way. And gets over for a key try that gives New South Wales the chance to wrap it up with the conversion. If the conversion was missed, there's still only 6 the difference. But that's a telling try from a young girl who's been outstanding on the night.
And look at those sky blue jerseys turn up. Get around Isabel Kelly. Metres gained tonight, 167. She's on the end and gets a little bit of spark here. The Telstra tracker, Isabel Kelly, but the hard yards that she has gone through, and you can see it here, the distance made, her intensity. She's done so much of that work to earn the territory for the Sky Blues tonight. Her defence has been on point. She's earned that one, Tomo.
Right, this is a big moment. The Uddies. Everyone in an Uddy, they're all dancing. The Uddies are flying everywhere. Now this is a moment for Rachel Pearson. Her first Origin game, and she can wrap this up with a sideline kick. She's pulled it left. There's just under 90 seconds to go.
All right, well, they're going to have to execute a short kickoff, get possession back, score a try and kick the goal. But we know Queensland have done this before. Beautiful work there by New South Wales. Disappointment for Queensland at the other end of the field, scoring the try and being ruled offside. But fair to say the Blues had one disallowed moments before that as well.
Short kick time. It's got to go 10. It can go 10 on the bounce. It does, and it's picked up by the Blues and Keely Davis. She's had a great night herself.
It's been a terrific game.
Awesome spectacle. And Southwell.
So this is the 5th Origin played, isn't it?
Yep.
The score was 2-2.
Yep.
Looks like New South Wales will lead 3-2 in the rivalry.
Caitlin Johnston loves Origin more than anyone ever. And did wear the ball away. Good defence, Brigginshaw, still desperation. Down the short side they go. Kelly wants a double. Queensland, they've got 20 seconds to go the length.
again, look where they're finishing their set. And up in defence, Isabel Kelly, she will not stop until that final whistle.
There'll be 2 more tackles. Lenarduzzi slips it away. They've got an overlap out here. Oh, what a tackle that was by Penatani. If that ball got to Emily Bash, she may well have run the length. As it turns out, the Blues have triumphed. This has been quite a game. Celebrate what we have seen. Women's Rugby League is going from strength to strength. This has been all skill and power and passion, and the Blues can celebrate.
We don't need to say much, just send the cameras around the ground to the players, the crowd, the disappointment in the Queensland girls. This is Origin football.
They were unbelievable, New South Wales. Their intensity never wavered. Queensland had opportunities to throw everything at them, but a special shout out to the way that they were coached. I thought their tactics throughout that game and their ability to stick to their game plan, wear their heart on their sleeve, was just brilliant.
The Blues prevail in Origin 2022-2014.